Welcome to the March to a Million podcast with Greg DuPont, founder of the Wealth Solutions Network. In this podcast, Greg shares his journey to positively impact 1 million lives by creating an army of financially minded attorneys who embrace an expanded role in their clients' lives. Greg and his guests challenge the status quo in the legal profession and the financial services industry, and show attorneys how they can improve their lives, provide greater value to their clients, and experience greater professional satisfaction. Join us in this movement and strengthen your business by learning how to solve your clients' most pressing financial problems.
Hello and welcome to the March to a Million podcast with Greg DuPont. Now, here's the deal, everybody. We have been hinting on the podcast that Greg is going to start opening up enrollment soon for this opportunity for all of you estate planning attorneys. And guess what? It's open. We're going to talk about what that means today for you as an estate planning attorney and how you can truly do stuff for your clients that you've always wanted. All right, Greg. Well, while we're going to talk about the membership, I want everybody to know that. But before, I just want to set the stage a little bit before we get into what the estate planning attorney get when they become a member of this program.
Matt, I'm so excited to have this conversation today. And, we've been talking now for months together, and this has been as part of the underlying infrastructure building and the conversations I've had with attorneys across the country as a result of our conversations and such. And now it's time for the rubber to meet the road. And I'm so excited that we are now moved into the recruiting for our founders class. Which is going to be the original members of WSN, taking what I have learned and bringing those lessons out to the general public and improving their lives as well as certainly the lives of their clients. So this is a very important conversation. I'm just so excited to get into it today.
Well, let's talk about, again, just to remind everybody, the opportunity that is literally sitting in drawers in the attorney's office.
Matt, every estate planning attorney is sitting on a gold mine, far wider and deeper than they realize. And it doesn't require considerable investment of time or money. And that's what WSN is for. And I can show you how you'll position yourself as the number one financial authority for your clients and improve your life, improve your clients' lives. The impact of this is tremendous. And that's why I'm so excited that we're finally able to open enrollment here, because the current system is just not working for the average consumer, as we've talked about, Matt.
Well, not only is the current system not working, but how often do you have an opportunity to do something that is so good for your clients and also so good for your business, right? And that's what I love about WSN. That's what I love about what you built here. It's because a lot of times it's, well, and you know this, Greg, really out of balance, right? It's either always really, really great for the client and you lose from a business perspective because there's concessions you need to make, or it is way more in favor of the professional and the client gets short-ended here. We're talking about leveling the playing field so that every time you help a client have and live a better life, you live a better life too. So let's talk about the membership. All right. Number one, let's talk about who should be in this inaugural class.
Well, let's just take a step back from that, because imagine, if you will, because as we talked, the system is not working, and our mission is not to just kind of tweak it. Our mission is to replace with something altogether. So imagine, if you will, a world where it's not an attorney is being referred to just do the estate planning documents, that limited role, but instead a world where that attorney is looked to as the center point in putting together the strategies for those clients so that their money supports their life in the way they want to live it. And that's what we're building here. And with the different membership levels, we've designed this so that you can wade in at the level that you're comfortable, learn without having too much excess drag put on your current practice, and evolve. So we've designed this with the multiple levels of membership so that you can come in at whatever point you want to. and take it as deep as you want to right now. And whatever level you come in, our commitment to you is that there is a positive return on your investment within 120 days. Matter of fact, I like to say it took me 15 years to learn the stuff I'm going to share with you. 15 years in the School of Hard Knocks. Well, we're going to get you there in 15 weeks.
Yeah. And again, if you, by the way, if you're entering into this podcasting relationship today, you really need to go back and listen to the other episodes, because all of the foundation has been set. Greg has been sharing what he did learn over the last 15 years, all of the tips, tricks, techniques, mistakes, missteps, and opportunities that he's been able to discover. Now, do you want to start with the overall, like the whole kit and caboodle membership, or how do you want to start breaking down the memberships to our audience today?
So we'll talk about each level a little bit here. You know, there are essentially 4 membership levels that we're envisioning right now, that we have structurally created right now. The first one being just the mindset level, somebody that has seen the value that can be delivered to their existing clients simply by understanding some additional tools that they may not know about right now. They don't want to get in too deep, but they want to deliver more value. So the mindset level is designed to help you become more aware of some of these things. And we'll talk in more detail about what comes with that in order for us to fulfill that promise to the members. And then the next level up is the skill set level, where people are now seeing, not only did I not know these solutions exist, but I want to actively be involved in presenting these solutions for my clients. And then as we evolve up from that skill set level, we have a tool set level. When that attorney not only has seen the value by being able to talk about the strategies or point people in the right direction for strategies, not only have they seen the value of actually delivering some of the strategies, but now being integral into the implementation of the strategies and getting the licensing that needs to be done to participate in the enhanced revenue and the recurring revenue, and wake up that next day and have a check in your account, right? That type of stuff. Yeah. And then ultimately, for those people that see and feel the mission that I have, and want to be involved in the march to 1 million, and to make that maybe a march to 10 million, that want to look in their neighborhood and develop more people and participate in the broader picture. We have a leadership level that people can apply for as well. They'll be able to not only deliver all those other benefits, but they'll also receive benefit for helping other attorneys deliver the benefit.
Got it. All right. So let's start at the foundational levels. Let's talk about the mindset level, because as a fellow business owner, I know that there are some people who just going to want to dip their toes in, kind of check things out and get the feeling for what's going on here in your organization, what you have to offer, how you're offering the tools. So let's talk about the mindset level.
So the mindset level is the beginning level into the community. And it is very important to me as we build this out that the community is one that has certain core values. Those core values of service, of knowledge, of empathy and understanding. So at that base level, you're going to join that community of like-minded attorneys, which in and of itself is going to give you access to potential referral relationships with other like-minded attorneys throughout the country. To nurture that relationship and build that culture, you're also going to get a monthly print newsletter that we call the Advocates Odyssey, that is going to teach you throughout its reading different tools, help you understand these things, help you become aware of what's out there. And also with that, we're going to provide you not just the one print copy for yourself, but 10 additional copies of that newsletter. Because that newsletter is also designed to provide you a tool to build your referral relationships. So you'll get 10 extra copies with that. You'll also get a letter, a template to send to your referral partners, so they know what you're seeing, they know what you're thinking, and they know the opportunity that they can help for their clients. And then, of course, the trainings that we have talked about throughout our conversations over the last several weeks, those trainings will be available to members of that level, as well as additional trainings that we're going to be developing. They're going to be provided access to vetted solution providers. So they see the solutions that can be presented for their clients, the problems they can solve. This attorney at this level doesn't want to get down the weeds with it, but they know that they've got somebody that's a part of this network that can solve that problem. So they don't have to worry about trying to find somebody local that they may not really understand and know that they're going to do the right thing for their client. Our vetted solutions providers will be there to help you improve the lives and outcomes for your clients. And then as part of WSN, we're going to give you certain recognition, membership stuff, license materials to use, and a special limitations only trainings to continue to build out your knowledge base and potentially move up to the next level of membership. So that's essentially what's in there, Matt.
Well, so you triggered something, and I forgot, we should have talked about this before we hit record. So the template that you're talking about with this mindset level, if I'm an estate planning attorney, is this co-branded stuff? Is this stuff that I can brand for myself so I maintain my brand integrity? Or is this much more focused on WSN?
It is all your brand, your brand integrity, helping you develop a presence in your community as a financial advocate.
That's awesome. Dude, I'm sorry I didn't ask you that before we record. All right. So skill set level. So there's your foundation mindset level, right? Which, by the way, sounds wildly robust. And I love the fact that you're giving the mindset level access to the training and the advanced training that you're, in the process of continuing to create. But let's talk about skill set level.
So obviously everything that we had in the mindset level will also be included as you move up to skill set level. But at this point in time, not only do you have understanding of the problems and the potential solutions, but you have licensed access to turnkey solutions for those problems, as well as turnkey marketing programs to continue to build your presence in the community and to grow your brand and to help distinguish you from the rest of the riffraff out there as a financial advocate, something more than just a scrivener of estate planning documents. You'll also be provided access to specialized lead generation programs that we are developing and implementing as we speak. And there are a couple of innovative features that I really want to highlight here in our effort to try to help people move from the role of a traditional estate planning lawyer into financial advocacy. We have our Advocate Access program, as well as our Advocate Aware program. Now, these are groundbreaking programs that are designed to help you in this journey. You see, with the Advocate Access program, what we as WSN will do is we're going to try to eliminate some of the barriers for your clients to spend some time with you. We're going to provide you $500 for every qualified lead that you have come before a member of Wealth Solutions Network. That $500 is for 2 hours of your legal time, an hour for the introductory meeting, and an hour to be there as the local partner when the solution is being delivered. Okay? The Advocate Aware program allows people to start moving towards the licensing process and be able to benefit as they're going through that process. So as you are signaling your intent to get licensed, as you are moving through the process, what we do with our Advocate Aware program is any business that you have brought to WSN that you would be entitled to compensation from licensing as you get licensed, well, we're going to set aside that compensation into a marketing fund that can be used to continue to build your brand, continue to build awareness of your role and your mission as a financial advocate until such time as you become licensed, when you'll be able to participate in our compensation programs that are based upon industry standards. So I'll stop right there because I just hit you with a lot there,
Matt. Well, okay. Yeah. So this is a big jump, dude. So that's kind of, thank you for pausing there, because this is such a large jump from mindset to skill set, right? Where do I even okay? You know what we might want to do? We might want to end up doing some extra episodes and dive in even more deeply on all of these, because I want to make sure that we keep this one tight, so that if somebody says, okay, I really want to know a lot more about the skill set level, first off, they should be reaching out to you, which, by the way, let's pause there. Who should be reaching out to you, and what is the best way for them to find out more about WSN?
So at this point in time, the best way to reach out is to go to www.joinwsn.com. Okay. There they'll find an ability to schedule an appointment with myself. You'll also find documentation of these programs and the benefits that you will receive as a member of WSN. So yeah, I do. If this has piqued your attention, go to www.joinwsn.com to get some more information.
How many people? I mean, is there like a limit here? I mean, are you looking for, 25 advocates? Are you looking for 100? I mean, this inaugural kind of, the beginning class here, the founders class. Do you have a cap on that?
Yes, there's a hard cap on it. Space is definitely limited because I've got to fit this into my schedule. And as a practicing attorney, as a member, as a advisor of my own client base. And and that leads me into the last couple of items that come with this level. Because with this level, you will be provided 3 60-minute onboarding and one-on-one coaching sessions with myself.
Okay.
Where we will initially dive into your practice. I'm going to find out what's going on with your practice and how we can fit in the financial advocacy into your day-to-day operations. Mm-hmm. Then we will develop a 120-day action plan that will go forward, and that'll be our second conversation. What are what I like to call the core 3? What are the 3 ripe, juicy apples sitting right there in your tree that we can start picking right away, and you can get to my promise of a positive return on your investment within 120 days. Then the third meeting, that one-on-one coaching session, is going to identify any issues that you have in implementing and coach you through that. And then whatever next steps you want to take in terms of coaching from there. So that's one cornerstone of our ongoing education and coaching. The second cornerstone is a monthly open office coaching and training session where all the members of WSN can come in and air whatever concerns there are. The whole community can learn from that, and myself and other experts will guide through those conversations. So to your initial question, space limited? Yes, space is absolutely unlimited in this initial class because I got to try to accommodate everybody in my schedule.
Gotcha. Well, I have a feeling, my friend, you're going to need to hire up here pretty darn soon because I have a feeling you're going to get a lot of people interested. All right. Anything else in the skill set before we move on to tool set?
I think that we can go right on the tool set at this point in time because tool set member is the one that is when they're fired up, they're ready to go, and they know. And this is what I'm hearing from just about every attorney that I've talked to throughout our exploratory phase. This is where they're wanting to head, and that is, they appreciate the additional value that they can get by charging additional legal fees in both the prior levels and just have better relationships. But they're really looking for a solution. Looking into 2024 and saying, I'm not sure if my practice is economically viable the way I want it to be. So the tool set level is for those people that want to go forward into the licensing process. And as we talked about in our prior conversations, that is an insurance license for people that want to be part of the insurance-based solutions. And it is a Series 65 registered investment advisory, investment advisor representative registration, fiduciary, as it were, and that's what the tool set member level is. We will give you the guidance and direction on that licensing and registration. And then once you become licensed, we have the complete back office solution. Yeah. You don't have to learn how to do all the paperwork. You don't have to learn how to do all the planning. We do that for you at this level. We'll provide you a network of trusted advisors, a network of trusted providers, so that you can focus on the problems that your clients are facing. Through our training, you'll be better able to identify those problems and the solutions You see, WSN is not, and I underscore that, it is not about selling product. Nobody went to law school wanting to become a salesman. But people that went to law school that find themselves gravitating toward estate planning, I have found, similar to my own journey, you're more interested in solving problems. Mm-hmm. So we are in the problem-solving business. You see a problem that's related to the financial world. If we have not seen already, I know my network has, and we're going to help you find that solution and deliver that solution. So that's the core as you move up.
Okay.
From the skill set to the tool set.
So tool set here, this is for, so I'm trying to help our audience visualize which level that they need to be in. So the tool set is, I'm assuming, a more established estate planning attorney who actually has a little bit more of a robust, maybe a team involved to make sure that they can free up their time, maybe some other attorneys within the practice. Help us visualize that component of, because now we're kind of, this is rubber meets the road. And then when we get to leadership level, that's like you're driving the semi truck down the road. So what does the tool set level estate planning attorney look like?
That's why I'm so glad that we have these conversations instead of me just talking, because that impression really could not be further from the truth. Yes, that would be a perfect fit in that situation. And I've got people that I'm talking to that fit that to a T. They've got multiple attorneys, that they've got space that they can do this themselves. But this level really is ideal for, well, I designed it for Greg DuPont 15 years ago when I started this journey. When I had a middling estate planning practice, and I need to figure out, how do I deepen my relationship with my clients? How do I deliver more value? And how do I remain economically viable at the level that I wanted to? Yeah. And there is a certain limit to how much you can charge for a trust, especially in this world where any Tom, Dick, and Harry from the financial planning world can tell their clients they can get them a trust for $900.
Yep.
So I don't want to be Tom, Dick, or Harry. So at the tool set level, this gives the solo attorney that has a decent flow of estate planning clients coming through the ability to leverage one or two of them into to the 3x value that we talk about. And because we have the complete turnkey back office, you don't need to bring on extra staff. You need to see the problem, know that there's a solution, and then lean on us to provide the solution through you.
There's a coach out there that I'm sure most of your audience has heard of. His name is Dan Sullivan. He does strategic coach. And one of the things that he made an epiphany about, I don't know, 5-6 years ago, was this whole idea of who, not how, right? So all of the listeners to this, they're smart enough to be able to be the how on all of this, right? They could do the work, right? They could learn the paperwork. And you know this because you were that guy, right? But the question is that really the highest and best use of your time? Outsourcing it to having that back office, outsourcing it to having all of this marketing, to be able to help you grow your business. You might need to take a small step back in order for you to go ahead and make a big leap forward. And, again, just go to Join WSN. Wait, is it Join WSN or joinwealthsolutionsnetwork.com?
Joinwsn.com.
See,
little less letters.
I was thinking about that. That's a lot of typing. Okay. So what else on the tool set level before we really get into the bee's knees here?
So I do want to address that because you mentioned Dan Sullivan, and as you know, I am part of his strategic coach program, and that book, Who Not How, was a game changer for me. And people that join WSN will receive a welcome package. And that book is going to be in there because you're absolutely right. We are your who's. You don't need to figure out the how. Now, as we move into the next level, as you said, the bee's knees, the leadership level, those are the people that want to also be who's for other people in the network. And we will now take your training up a notch.
Okay.
We'll open up my lab, and you'll see the software solutions that we use, the tech stack, as it were, to implement. You'll have the access to that so that you will be able to provide those solutions to the other members of WSN that we referred to in the other levels.
Mm-hmm.
Ultimately becoming in a position where, by helping other WSN members, by mentoring other WSN members, helping them in their journey, then you will receive compensation as part of the overall, and as we know in this industry, the splits of commissions, those kind of things, right? So that's where the leadership level is. And also with the leadership level, that's where I intend to groom the next Greg DuPont or Greg DuPonts through enhanced financial training, sales training, coaching, and mentoring, and giving them the opportunity to start developing a region. We will be divvying up the country, regional exclusivity. So if you are an attorney in Miami, Florida, and you want control of the South Florida area, then you want to jump in now at the leadership level, because this is going to be on a first come, first served basis. Put in the time. And then new attorneys that come in that area of the world, well, they will be under you as part of the operating structure of WSN. So for some people, that will be the path forward for them, because they might be limited in their own geographic area. I think of an attorney friend of mine that's got a decent law practice in southeastern Ohio. Well, there's a limit to the amount of estate planning work that you can do profitably in southeastern Ohio.
Yeah.
If you've got high aspirations, well, how about if we put you in charge of the southeastern Ohio region? I have to be central Ohio, that's me, but hey. So that's where you can get exponential growth by you being that who for other people that are trying to figure it out.
Okay, this level, we are going to need to probably have a little bit more of a deep dive, but I want to just fly over just a couple more pieces here. There are some personality traits, Greg, that this level of membership really should have. Can you talk a little bit about some of those personality traits that you're looking for in the Greg DuPonts, as we pluralize you and get more of you out into the world, so that people can identify, okay, I am that person, and yes, I want to join this level?
So first, I'm going to classify myself with my first requirement, and that is no assholes.
Oh, I love that clause, man. That's the best.
You need to come with a servant heart. Okay, this whole thing is built upon us doing better by doing better for others. So if money is your only motivating factor, then this isn't going to work.
Okay.
You'll get great money by coming forward with a client-centric servant heart that is willing to share your story, much as I do in these podcasts and otherwise, because that's how you're going to connect with your clients. You're going to connect with other members of WSN and help them reach their goals, and as a result, reach yours. Now, when I first started looking at adding this stuff years and years ago, I was able to, kind of kick the tires with a couple of programs that had all kinds of financial commitments and all of those type of registration requirements. And that's not what it takes. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for somebody that I will enjoy spending some time with, that I will enjoy mentoring, helping them get their goals. And that's a pretty nebulous definition, but by listening to me, I think you get a feel for who would connect and who would be a good fit there.
Yeah. All right. So mindset level, skill set level, tool set level, leadership level, joinwsn.com is where you can find out even more about each of those levels. Now let's bring it home. So now you piqued everybody's attention. They're thinking to themselves, okay, I'm at the 20-yard line. How do I go ahead and make this a touchdown? Let's close today out by really just making the final pitch for lack of a better description, on the freaking opportunity that is literally sitting right in front of these estate planning attorneys?
So, we are, as I said, this is our initial founders group, and I have created space in my my calendar to try to bring this on, to try to get this big push in for the end of 2023. Well, as we go forward, a couple of things. First, Founders Club admission and cost. The cost is much lower than it will be going into 2024.
Sure.
I've got some kinks to work out. I have implemented and perfected these processes in my own practice, my own business, but I've not leveraged it through a handful of businesses. So the Founders Club is coming on knowing that, hey, we're still a work in progress. So some of the things we're developing, it's not a finished product yet. Never will be, but we're promising more than we have right now. And so for this founders class, the prices are reduced from where they will be in 2024, let alone 2025. Yeah. And pricing for that is available on the joinwsn.com website, as well as a conversation with me directly. So you asked if space is limited. We're unlimited at the mindset level.
Yeah.
But the tool set level, skill set level, and leadership level, I need to accommodate. I cannot accommodate any more than 30 people in that level and be able to meet my promise of those 2 onboarding calls. It would be between now and the end of the year, so we can get you in a position to fully launch come 1/1 of 24. So time is limited. By the time this podcast hits the air, we'll probably have just a few more weeks left in this opening tranche. And so jump right on right now, so that not only do you have space to, do I still have space to accommodate you, but we have a little bit more flexibility in scheduling those coaching calls, those one-on-one sessions down the road. So go to www.joinwsn.com now, click the button. Let's have a conversation.
All right. I'm going to bring this home, brother. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Here's the deal, everybody. 73 million baby boomers, $68 trillion sitting in 401ks that are actually, these people are facing no advice, if not poor advice, right? We're talking about the largest distribution and transfer of wealth, which all of you know in the history of history. And you should be the person who's on the front lines of this to make sure that you're going to truly help your clients with their retirement, with their life, to protect them, to do all the things actually that you thought that you might be able to do as an estate planning attorney. Your toolbox just got a lot bigger. So go to joinwsn.com. You need to join today. Spots are limited. If you know another estate planning attorney, let's say you're coming in at the mindset level, but you know somebody who might want some of the other levels, please share this podcast with them. Actually, in fact, you should just be sharing this podcast with all of the other estate planning attorneys you hang out with, because you in your community and communities all over the United States can truly make a huge difference in how all of this works when it comes to providing amazing advice. So Greg, thanks for being on the show today, man.
Thank you, Matt. Look forward to the next conversation.
All right, everybody. Thank you very much. And we'll see you on the other side of the mic very soon.
Thank you for listening to the March to a Million podcast. Click the follow button to be notified when new episodes become available, and get in touch with our team by visiting our website at www.wealthsolutionsgroup.biz, or give us a call at 614-432-8065. The information covered and posted represents the views and opinions of the guest and does not necessarily represent the views or opinions of Wealth Solutions Network. The content has been made available for informational and educational purposes only. The content is not intended to be a substitute for professional investing advice. Always seek the advice from qualified financial service providers with any questions you may have.